Gil Tejada, the American Cholo. A lot of people support him. A lot of people support his movement. Respect his get down. Respect everything he says. Now that's real player shit, right? Everyone respects that. But really, who is this guy? Do you really know? Do I really know? Well, I really know now. I hate to say it, Gil, but it's over, man. It's done, bro. Your filth has been found out. Now, the past couple of days, people have been going in on me because I kicked it with Cowboy. You know, and everyone's saying, well, he's on this type of law and that type of law. It's like this and like that. And like I know everything, like I knew everything when I pull up, you know. But I'm here to tell you there's a big difference from what he went through to what Gil was going through or is about to go through. Oh, I see the storm coming. It's about to be a tornado, a hurricane. That's it. Whatever Cowboy has, if you look into the research and research his program, his paperwork, I'm sure you'll find out that it's one of those cases where they threw his ass up under a bus, right? Remember, Nipsey died in his arms. He didn't kick it with shady characters. Remember, he's on his block on the corner every day, representing for his peoples. And his homeboys don't trip on him. Now, don't say that bullshit is because blacks are watered down and they don't hold their people accountable, because they absolutely, and I'm here to tell you, hold their people accountable when it comes to things like that. That's facts, right? But in this case, you know, it's just a whole bunch of he said, she said. And what you do have is a big discrepancy in his case. Now, Gil, and there's a reason why I'm speaking on that. Breaking news. When Gil went to the CYA, he did a violation. And he told several people that he did this violation for shooting at cops and attempted murders and things of that nature, to which he only picked up 2 years. Now, I know, and you know, anyone who's been incarcerated, if you shoot at the popo, allegedly, you're going to do a whole lot more time than 2 years. I don't care if you're charged as a minor or no, none of that, okay? You're going to do time. In 1996, Gil Tejada, the American Cholo, went to CYA, not for shooting at police officers, not for doing anything in a vicious fashion. He absolutely, and I'm here to tell you, gente, because I have the paperwork. Yes, I have the paperwork. Facts. Go to the full community. They have the paperwork. Ask a lot of his homeboys that fuck with him about the paperwork. And I'm here to tell you right now, Spencer La Tira, Gil, I'm sorry I have to bust you out, brother, but it's the way it is, right? Gil Tejada went to CYA for lewd and lascivious acts with the 15-year-old girl at that time, who's now a woman. Now, of course, his record has been expunged because once he turned 18, he got it expunged. So, of course, you can't go back and see it. It's not going to be on his record, but we do have the paperwork. It's been a long time in the comings and in the makings, and the paperwork has been sent. And those gente that know around YouTube, yes, no. Gil Tejada is a sex offender. Okay, I'm not here to slander your name and say allegedlys and what ifs. The paperwork is out there. Now, of course, he's going to defend himself. He's going to say people are speaking on him. They're going to say, Gunner, why are you speaking on him? You have no right to speak. I'm only keeping it real. So you could tap in with me or tap out. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you for what you want to believe. But I'm going to place the paperwork right here so you can see it and read it for yourselves. If you go to the full community, they've already posted on it. This is not no game. I'm not here to slander this man and defecate on his character. I'm not here to hate on the Cali Mac or the movement that he had going, because I supported his movement. I supported him as a man. But what must be said must be said. What's real will always rise to the top. These are facts, man. These are facts. Okay, I know a lot of you people are like, well, Gunner, you're not the one to speak on nothing, but I ain't got no sex case, Holmes. I ain't never had, never will be. Right? That ain't never been on my agenda. But this man definitely, the American Cholo, does and did. Now, a lot of people were fooled, and it's easy to fool and manipulate people on YouTube. A lot of people will say one thing and do another. The cool part about this situation is how hard and how gung-ho this Volta went in on SPM. I've always been righteous when I say fuck SPM. I've always been real in that stance. Why? Because SPM was a chomo. See, there's a difference between being a chomo and scratching some chick's tit when you rip her fucking chain off in a robbery, right? There's a big difference from pissing in public and someone driving by, hey, I see your tweenie. Of course, big, hey, right? There's a big difference. See, all those different cases that I'm mentioning, you could have to sign up for Mega's Law and different things. And I'm not here to defend anyone or anything, because that's not my get down. I'm just here merely to break the news and tell you, Spencer La Tira, for all you sympathizers and people that truly believe in the American Cholo, man, he does have this on his record. This is on his jacket, man. Now, he's going to defend himself. And I know a lot of people are going to feel some type of way. I told you so. I told you so. And I'm not here to say I told you so. I think it's a bad day to be brown. I think it's a bad light that's being shed. But I'm going to share it. Because if no one else will, I will. Because I got the papeles. See, I got the PW, the paperwork. That's all that matters. You know, the full community, they also have the paperwork. And that's all that matters. We're bringing you pura and at 10-5 a key. You can't miss, right? Spencer Gill. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know what you did, eh? Before you go speaking on people who can and can't go back to their neighborhood, it's time to pack up. Gotta get up. I said you might want to get going. They're gonna send some friends of mine. And it's gonna be ugly. Because for all that bullshit that you push and for all that righteousness and disrespect to people in the back and forth with you and WAC 100, we're gonna get to that because I heard a rumor on that too. With all that, what really truly happens? Let's say, meantime, in between time, here's knowledge they can't get in college. Whole time, you've been hiding a secret. Couple secrets, huh? But that's your number one secret. Lewd and lascivious acts with the 15-year-old. To which someone is already right now locking it in to get an interview with her. Because she's a grown adult now and has a lot to say. You thought people weren't going to discover the field. See, that's what happens in this world. People don't really speak on it. People don't say things. Or they put something that shouldn't be out there without paperwork. And it's an ugly situation. But like I said, there's the PW. It's right there. I'm leaving it up here the whole time. Read it. So you don't feel cheated. So you don't feel like I'm trying to disrespect or slight this man because that's farthest from the truth what I'm trying to do. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm keeping it as real as fuck. Now here's the rumor I heard. You guys ready to hear it? You holding? Breaking news. Come on, Gil. I know WAC 100 pulled up to your spot, bro. We all know. WAC 100 pulled up to your spot, banging all up on your door, disrespecting your peoples, man. And you didn't come out. Now that's a fact. I'm not here to air dirty laundry or to speak on some bullshit. I'm here to keep it real. That's it. Take it for what you want. That's a fact, man. Oh, Paro! He was at your doorstep and you didn't come out. But you want the people behind you, the gente behind you when you pull up 50 strong to no jumper for a skinny white dude like Adam. When you could have easily caught him on the corner at Winchell's and got a donut with them, right? I backed your play on that one too because I felt righteously, man, for the people, by the people. The raza needed a representative. You're not that representative, Humps. You're not that one. The paperwork says otherwise. It's right there in black and white, not written up, not made up. I wouldn't sit here and slander your name, defecate on your character, or do nothing of the sort. I said, if it wasn't for really though. I said, for really, really though. Breaking news, man. Gil Tejada. That's lewd and lascivious acts on a 15-year-old. Where do we go from here, raza? It's hard to depend on people, huh? And to trust. I know American Cholo has a big following, and there's going to be a lot of people that righteously stand beside him. And I don't blame them. They're manipulated and they feel the way they feel. You know? But look into it, man. All I'm saying is look into it. You know, don't take my word for it or the paperwork's word for it or the full community's word for it or anyone else that's going to make a video on its word for it. But be righteous and real and diligent in your due process. This man, from me to you, gente, he's no good. You know, all this shit he talked about SPM, how many different times he went on SPM and roasted them and had something to say. And come on, player. I said, come on, player. When meanwhile, the whole time, he's been dirty in the game. Cold, cold, cold. Boo-boo, Spencer Humps. You know, you have to sit there every day and bask in the ambience of a predator. Bask in the ambience of someone maybe that made a mistake. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say he still continues to do that. He might have made a mistake. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, those are fucking mistakes you cannot make. Okay? I understand people put jackets on people. They have to sign up for megazols, things like that. Like I said, peeing in public with a big old chorra. I understand. But at the end of the day, there's no justification for anybody or anything. I'm not the one to defend the rights or the righteousness of anyone. I'm just here to keep it real and tell you what the paperwork says. I could read it word for word, but you could read as well. I'm sure and I hope. With that being said, gente, it's a bad look and a bad day for the brown man. But we will prevail because this one guy does not represent all of us. At least he doesn't represent us no more. For those of you that he continues to represent and you let him manipulate and twist you up, like I said, the paperwork's right there. I said, I've been told from an anonymous source, a real good source, I said, that even close friends of his have backed up. They said, oh, hell no. Exactly, because that's what it is. See, I be real as I can be real. That's real fake. Now, everyone go ahead and make your little videos about it and discuss it and be opinionated and give your perspective. But I dropped it, breaking news right here. Damn, me and the full community, we're like going back and back because we're like, we get all the hot news. You already know what it is, the gun. With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. I hope you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, we were all fooled. That's it. Shame on us? Nah, Gil. Shame on you, weirdo. Shame on you.